What's going on YouTube? It's actually probably going to be Monday by the time that this goes up, or very very late on Sunday, and it's time for a narrated Wi-Fi battle video. I did promise you guys an extra bonus upload there, so I want to deliver again. I'm sorry I missed Friday, just crap happens, but let's all get past that. Today I have a fantastic match that I had with StarkMaximum from Twitter. He's also a pretty cool guy in general, so be sure to go check him out on Twitter. I had a weird team here, he had a pretty interesting team too, and I'm not just saying that because he was running a Mega Venusaur, but he starts off with Vaporeon there. I actually just wanted to taunt him. I was testing out my weird lead Greninja that I really like. I think I may like this one more than the special attacking or the physical attacking ones that you see a lot. It just has a lot of utility, and it really has that 5-slot Slendrum going on there. But I am able to stop him from setting up Aqua Ring, get up a layer of spikes. I was afraid of the grass move coming from Venusaur, so I just switch out into Gourgeist, expecting maybe Leech Seed or a grass type move like Petal Blizzard or anything like that. But he goes for Toxic, probably expecting a switch of some sort, but not knowing what I would go into. And here he also reveals that he has Protect, so that's some vital information, because now I'm expecting him to have Leech Seed, Toxic, Protect, and one attacking move. So that is all very, very good to know. Gourgeist is in here. I know that he has Protect, but I'm not too worried by that. I just wanted to go for Trick, because I expected him to switch, because he can't Leech Seed me. So there's not a lot of point in him staying in, and that means his coverage move is probably a Grass-type move. Because if he had Sludge Bomb, he would have used it on me. Now, as he switches out into his Malamar, I get his Rocky Helmet, and he gets my Choice Band. Not a real good thing to trick a Choice Band onto. This Night Slash is resisted by my Dedenne, and it does a lot of damage. Granted, Dedenne is not soaking up too many hits anyway. It spent all of its stat points on being cute, but that's okay. Dedenne is a great Pokemon to use just to put paralysis around a team, and also it's part Fairy type, so it gains the utility of being able to switch in on dragons. It is base 103 speed, so it also is faster than a lot of dragons. Most notably that outspeeds Salamence, of course, and Flygon, so that is always good. And of course, 103 speed outspeeds Garchomp as well, so you smack them all with the Hidden Power Ice, you're good to go, right? But anyways, though, seeing that he switches into his Aegis Slash, I really didn't want to give him a free setup opportunity, and Carbink is not something that a lot of people face, and so I was hoping he would just attack me trying to get rid of me, and he actually does go for that, so he doesn't try to set up too much. Unfortunately for me, he makes a fantastic prediction and switches to Sacred Sword, as I was hoping he would just go for King's Shield or go for another setup move. He actually switched up on his coverage there, and of course Pyroar is part normal, so instead of resisting the Iron Head, I take double damage from the Sacred Sword. Now I went for Dark Pulse there just because I was hoping for the flinch. Really, I was just fishing for it. Flamethrower would have done more damage, but it still wouldn't have KO'd, so might as well fish for the flinch chance. If you get it, great. If you don't, that's okay. I still have other ways that I can deal with his Aegis Slash. Of course, it is at +2, so I'm going to have to play around it a little bit carefully here. But he actually doesn't have Shadow Sneak, which I find out right here, because he goes for Shadow Claw. So that's okay, because this Gourgeist doesn't actually have any defensive EVs. It's max HP, max defense, as we saw from me having Choice Band. Not defense, attack. The Choice Band earlier, to augment that, of course, I tricked it away for a Rocky Helmet. So he gets hurt by the Rocky Helmet for hitting me. I go for Phantom Force just to smack something really hard on the switching, because I know it's going to force a switch. And thanks to Team Preview, I know he doesn't have any normal types. Unfortunately, max HP, max probably defense, Vaporeon comes in and kind of ruins my day and goes for Aqua Ring. Kind of annoying there. I'm still going to hit him with a really powerful Seed Bomb attack. Had I had the Choice Band, I probably would have, I don't know, I guess things probably would have still turned out the same way. But the important thing is the Seed Bomb there is enough to take down the Vaporeon without him getting off an Aqua Ring and then baton passing it to something, because that would have been very annoying. Say Aqua Ring on Venusaur. Not particularly something that I want to deal with, as Venusaur is difficult enough to take out. Now here we get to see Dedenne have a little bit of fun. I was just looking at Dedenne's move pool, which is very barren, and one of the things I noticed that it could do is I could parafuse things between Swagger and, of course, Thunder Wave. So I have a set this design around paralyzing something or confusing something and then getting the hell out of there with Volt Switch. And so we're going to confuse the Venusaur. He hits himself in confusion for basically no damage, and then I get the Volt Switch out because I was afraid of him outright attacking me. But now that I remember that he does have Leaf Seed and Toxic. I didn't want Dedenne to get hit by either of those, so I just went out to Carping for Death Fodder. And that's going to become important because, of course, Leech Seed, the damage you regenerate is based on the damage that the HP that you take from your opponent. So as long as I don't switch in anything with too much HP, Venusaur is not going to regain that much HP. And so now that I have another opportunity to bring in Dedenne, now I'm going to paralyze him, which is fantastic because now the next time he comes in, all I have to do is Swagger. Of course, now that he's paralyzed, I'm going to try to do what damage I can with the Hidden Power. It's Hidden Power Ice. Even though they were nerfed with it going down to base 60, it doesn't do that much. That Volt Switch, though, did a surprising amount of damage. If I had just gone for that initially, I would have been in a little bit better position right there. Fortunately for me, though, he has Morning Sun and does not try to go straight for the Flare Blitz or the Extreme Speed, which is very, very good because that means my Dedenne gets to hang around. And I get to bring in my Aerodactyl, Mega Evolve, and hit him with the Stone Edge. I really wish there was a way to have dual abilities so I could have Head Smash and not take recoil from it, but Tough Claws with Head Smash will basically just break Aerodactyl's skull and its spine, because it would destroy what it hit, but then he would die in the process, basically. Aegis Slash comes in. I'm not going to use a contact move. I was thinking of running Fire Fang on Aerodactyl, but I didn't see the point really as long as I have Earthquake. The only things that I miss out notably on are things like Skarmory, which I don't really feel comfortable leaving Aerodactyl in against anyway, unless I'm running my Aerodactyl that has Fire Blast. Now that one turn of King's Shield does get him enough recovery to just barely live the Earthquake, so that was a very important King's Shield. And Stark going for that kind of demonstrates why you should make those types of plays when you have the opportunity to do so. Now, since I did face him earlier, I know that he does not have the Shadow Sneak, so I'm able to just bring in Greninja, easily go for a Surf. The critical hit did not matter, he's in Blade form. Overkill to the max right there. And now Atomos is going to come back out, and because my Dedenne paralyzed it earlier, I am going to hopefully get it paralyzed, and if not, I know that it's slower than me. Unfortunately, if he was the type that carries Trick Room, that would be a little bit annoying. And I did give him a choice band, so he's hitting 50% harder, and then he gets a boost. But I am able to live it. Of course, it didn't matter because I have a Focus Sash. So I'm able to take it out with 2 Surf attacks. And he actually goes into his Noivern right here. And I was thinking that either he was Scarfed or he was running max speed, but I believe he's probably modest or he's not running max speed or something, because I outspeed and KO him. So that was kind of a lucky break right there. Venusaur comes back in, notably takes more damage from the spikes, and again, I don't want to have anything be seeded that has a lot of HP, otherwise it's going to be difficult for Dedenne to take this thing down with Hidden Power Ice. So I actually am going to leave in Greninja, because Greninja is at such low HP right here. He's going to get back a little bit there, but now it's time to switch out because I was pretty sure that he was going to either Toxic or Leech Seed again, predicting another one, or he's going to Protect. I was pretty certain that he was not just going to use either a recovery move or attack outright. So switching into Dedenne was a relatively safe move, because unless he went for Leech Seed again, in which case Dedenne would have died, then I would have been in a bit of trouble. But because he just went for the safe Protect there, probably expecting me to use Ice Beam, I was able to get Dedenne in, cut his chances to attack down pretty significantly, and now he Leech Seeds, and he doesn't really get any health back because I was only at like 7 or 8 HP or something like that. So Dedenne goes down after valiantly basically taking on Mega Venusaur and Malamar all on its lonesome. And that puts, of course, Greninja in a position where it can knock out Venusaur with an Ice Beam. Even though it's just a stab, Ice Beam, no choice specs, no life orbs. And Venusaur does take the damage and cut it in half with his ability. It is enough to take it out from that point. So that was a really good match. It basically came down to the wire there because I had nothing left after my Greninja. So thank you very much, Stark, for the fantastic battle and for giving me a chance to kind of try out Dedenne there and see what I could do with it, because everyone was just basically saying it couldn't do anything. It's a matter of looking at it and seeing what it can do differently from other Pokemon. For example, as far as the Pikachu clones go, I don't really think any of them can learn Swagger. I think most of them can get Thunder Wave and Volt Switch, but also none of them are immune to Dragon type. So if you just need a speedy thing that can be a kind of a little miniature Dragon, check. Be very aware that Dedenne is just faster than things like Garchomp. So be sure to keep that in mind if you ever have your Garchomp out there and it's missing, you know, a couple HP points there, because it might be on the receiving end of a hidden Power Ice from a Dedenne. And no one really wants that. So I hope you all enjoy this little miniature bonus upload. I'm doing a small experiment, so if you can, do me a huge favor and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. I know I never asked for that, but I'm doing an experiment on my video. So if you stayed to the end of the video, congratulations. I would love to know that you stayed this long, and hit that like button. Otherwise, just enjoy the bonus pictures that I put on the end when I'm rattling off comments and content. But I will see you guys on Tuesday. You'll have a great day, and start your weeks off right. Bye now.